Hello. Hello, my loves. Hello. We are going to give it just a few minutes to allow people to hop on. It is only just now 7 o'clock. When you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you are watching from. Let me know if you can hear me okay. My mic's not even plugged in. All right, now let's try that again. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Hi, Heather. Yay. Okay, good. I didn't realize my mic wasn't plugged in. All right, looks like we have people starting to hop on. I'm so excited. So yesterday, I did one of these transmissions in my hometown, and I did it live in a ceremony. And the energy was ridiculously intense. It was so intense. There was so much clearing going on, and it was intended to stay a little bit in the medium range. I had everybody sitting up. Normally when I do my transmissions, especially live, I'll have people lie down. And I had everybody sit up, and I think a few of them wanted to fall over because it got so intense. So knowing that we are just hours away from the peak of this supermoon, which I can't even see because it's raining outside. I'm super excited. The energy has been building all day, really all month long. So I am curious, as you guys hop on, tell me how you've been experiencing this energy, because I can tell you that the combination of energy, and I can't even go into the detail of how much the arrangement of it, even so, like the planetary alignments, the different gamma rays coming in, everything that's happening. There's never been this combination of energy before, and so it's really a new experience for all of us. So let me know how you've been experiencing it, if you've had any quote unquote ascension symptoms, if you've been feeling fabulous, if you've been having epiphanies, or if you've been struggling. Hey, Patty. I've been seeing it across the board. So some people are like, I have a headache, I'm exhausted, my stomach hurts, and others are flying super high and just up in the cosmos, celebrating. So I'm curious to see how everybody else has been experiencing it. So let me know how you've been experiencing it. The one thing I can tell you for sure is we are ending a cycle, and if you follow me on a regular, you know I've been saying this for a while now. And I've really been noticing how much of a cycle how much is involved in a cycle ending. All the other times that we've gone through these 7-year cycle endings, I wasn't aware at that time. I wasn't in the awareness that I am now. And so I'm seeing projects end, like full on right turns to going a completely different direction. I've seen relationships endings. There's been a increase in deaths of our physical body. I've seen relationships ending with friendships and partnerships. It's been crazy to witness this. Jade, hey Jade, sinus infection. Yeah. I couldn't even tell you, depending on your awareness, depending on what you are holding on to, depending on the mindset you're in, depending on how much work you've done with yourself, depending on what frequency you're in, like there's so many variables. And this is why I tell people the very best thing you can do is, when we're having these big energetic shifts, is just to give yourself a ton of grace. And don't go trying to hunt down, like, why is this happening? What is the root of it? Don't go down that rabbit hole. Just literally chalk it up to the energy at this moment in time. Give yourself some grace. Drink lots and lots of water. eat light or, honor your body, whatever your body is asking you to do. Um, if it calls you to rest, then rest. This energy isn't going to you're going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be gone. Some people are going to wake up tomorrow and they're going to have these huge shifts. They're going to be like, oh my God, I have so much clarity and I feel freaking amazing. And then other people, it'll linger for a few days, um, or even the rest of the week and going into the weekend, where they're going to be feeling the effects of the moon, right? Because the energy is so freaking potent, so potent. So, what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be releasing lifetimes, lifetimes of conditioning, of patterns, of limiting beliefs, of emotional baggage that has just kind of come down the line, right? We're going to be releasing this and releasing it into the light. We actually have some people that I haven't worked with a lot coming forward. So we have Melchizedek and his brotherhood have stepped forward to work with you guys tonight. And then of Saint Germain, I work with a lot. So he's going to be stepping forward. I'm going to be bringing in parts and pieces of my healing method just to help really clear you out of the things that you're holding on to. The Melchizedek energy is going to be what we bring in towards the end from what I'm being shown. And he's bringing in this energy to help illuminate the next step for yourselves, right? Where are you going on this new cycle, this new path? What are you stepping into? What is it that you need personally to see right now for yourself? And however that shows up for you. Some people will see or hear or just know or get a feeling. Some may just have a beautiful feeling within them and then have something happen overnight with the dream, or they just wake up and they just know their next step, right? Or maybe it's just peace. But this energy is the energy of insightfulness. It's the energy of like the epiphany, the extreme clarity. And that's amazing. So I was super excited when they stepped forward today in meditation. Oh, you guys. Okay. So let me know what it is that's been coming up for you. We need to vocalize it here. Let me know what it is that you are looking to release. So I want you to think about your whole life. Maybe if that's too big, focus on the last few years. What are some patterns of things that have happened on a continuous basis, right? When you do X, Y, and Z, this always happens. When I do this, this always happens. This person is starting to feel toxic to me, or I'm tired of my boundaries being crossed with this person or whatever. I want you to think about all of those things. And I want you to vocalize to me in the chat what it is that you are wanting to let go of right now and not take with you into the next cycle. So maybe it's a conditioned belief or a limiting belief. Maybe it's an emotion that you've held on to for too long. Maybe it's that feeling of unworthiness or lack. Maybe it's that lack of confidence, whatever it is. Maybe it's a relationship that you're letting go of. What is it that you are ready to let go of for this next cycle? And just put it down there in the chat and let's give it some voice. Let's give it some light. And bringing these things to the surface, writing them down possibly right now, whatever that you need to do. So you want to write them down. You want to just bring them to the surface in your mind, because the more that they're at the surface, the easier it's going to be to release it. When we're doing these transmissions, the last thing you want is this energy to be hunting around, digging for stuff. It's going to make everything a lot easier if you just bring it to the surface. And that's what full moons are known for. Full moons are, just like they affect the ocean, they allow the tides to rise, and they usually have the highest tides during full moons. So when that happens, the same thing happens to our body, right? Just like I said in my energy forecast, our bodies are like 70% water or something. So it's going to bring stuff almost completely to the surface. So what's been coming up for you? Release the victim vibration. Oh, what a good one. Yes. I'll be honest. I think all of us could let go of that one, because even if we don't feel like we're in victim, we still have our moments where we're in victim. Even me, even I still have moments where I get into that victim mentality. And though I know how to get out of it fairly quickly, I think all of us can let that one go, right? Let's be done with the victimhood. Let's be done with it. Yes, 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 yes. Um, Lingering codependency. Yes. Codependency shows up in so many ways. So many ways. It's your children, it's your job, it's your significant other, it's your, everything. I mean, it's the things that we don't even think of, right? The latest one for me for codependency was um, I would struggle to ground. And so I would find myself, I don't eat a whole lot. I would find myself eating heavily when I needed to ground because I get up in these high frequencies. And then I would notice that I would be eating other foods that weren't serving me or just eating when I wasn't even hungry, just to ground. And that was a codependency for me. That was a codependency. I was depending on food to ground me when really all I needed to do was sit down and do some breathing or step outside into the grass or do something else. I didn't need a substance or a food or something. So that's one that I have. That's the most recent one that I've been overcoming on occasion. It still happens. Oh my gosh. Fear of death, which causes all the other fears. Yeah. Yeah. That one is hard to articulate. If you think about it, because you're right, fear of death is at the root of every fear. It's at the root of every fear we have. And I feel like some of us don't even realize that that's what it is, right? But for me, the biggest shift in that is remembering we're only letting go of our physical body when we actually die. Um, that's it. It's just the death of the physical body. And that statement right there alone has helped me tremendously. Is the wolf at your back? It's the wolf on your back while you run into the house at night, the closer you get to the door. Yeah. Wow. I could feel that. I could feel that energy. It is. And you know what? It's almost too, it's the energy of uncertainty, right? Because uncertainty is the fear of death at its root. We are uncertain of who's behind us or if they're going to get us. We're uncertain if we're going to get there in time. We're uncertain if we're going to make it all right. And so that uncertainty is something we can for sure let go of tonight, because I feel like that is the biggest manifested, the closest thing we can give a label to when we talk about that fear of death, right? Because that could go anywhere. So we're going to add in that uncertainty for sure in this. So here's a couple of things that you guys can do, and you feel free to keep posting what it is that you want to release. When I usually do these ceremonies for myself personally, because I want you guys to be able to do them even when I am not hosting one. Or if you're not, if you don't have a place to do it in person, like a sister circle or anything like that. It's very simple. You can just get a piece of paper out and you can sit with yourself and you can just write. I like to write myself a little letter, or I'll write a letter to God or source, whatever you want to call it. And I will first thank them. I will thank them for communicating with me, for guiding me, for allowing me to release this thinking, this energy from my being. I will always start with giving the gratitude. And I've been doing that for a very long time. I've done it with my manifesting rituals. I do it with my release rituals. I always love to begin with just giving that gratitude for them helping and guiding and assisting. And then I will write all the things that are coming up for me, all the things that I'm ready to let go of, all the things that I'm ready to allow the light into, to see through that illusion. And we have to know that we do these ceremonies every month and we peel back the layers. We peel back the layers more and more and more. So it's not always one time and done, right? Some people will have major shifts. I've gone through stuff where I've had major shifts and I've never gone back to have to deal with that thing. And other things I've had to work at it and I've had to peel back the layers. And when I let go of one, another thing will come up in the next cycle and it will dig a little deeper. And so this is why bringing it to the surface, this is why giving it light and voice is important, because once you bring that to the surface, the next thing comes up behind it. And so the more we bring it to the surface, the more light we give it, the more voice we give it, the more will come out of our system, the more light can envelop that energy. So I'll write all the things that aren't serving me. I will write all the things that maybe I am looking for clarity on. Because when I send it out into the cosmos and I release it, I'm letting it go. So I'm sending out what it is that I'm looking for clarity on, what it is that I'm actually desiring and asking, how is this meant to show up for me? And I write that down there at the end. And then, of course, I always say a little prayer at the end. And then I surround myself with crystals and candles. If I can do it outside, I do. If not, I do it inside. And then I burn the letter, and then I bury the ashes in the yard. And this is a practice that I have been doing for at least 4 years now, at least 4 years. And it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And the act, the intention, the commitment to the ceremony and to burying it and planting it and returning it to the earth and all of the things that we do, just as we give it voice, just as we write it down, it kind of makes it a committed, permanent type thing, right? We're not just thinking it in our head and hoping, like we're doing the work, we're meeting them halfway. It's really amazing to do these types of ceremonies. And you can't get them wrong. You cannot get them wrong. You can do that any way it feels good to you. Maybe that's not the way you want to do it. Maybe you don't want to burn anything. Maybe you just want to go into meditation and you want to write in your journal. There is no right or wrong way to do these types of ceremonies. It's all about the intention of what you're asking the energy to do. That is it. You are the commander here. You get to decide how this looks for you. And so there's 1,000,001 ways to do a moon ceremony out there, and you can use them all, or you can just do your own thing. Like I said, there's no wrong way to do it. Not loving myself. I'm catching up, so a little late, behind in chat. Worthiness, betrayal, self-punishment. Self-punishment. Yes. We beat ourselves up, right? If we eat a piece of chocolate, if we have a glass of wine, if we maybe don't work so hard one day or miss a workout or whatever, we beat ourselves up. Why do we do this? Why do we do that? We should be loving and accepting ourselves no matter what, because sometimes we just need a frickin' break, right? So let's release the self-punishment. Let's for sure let that one go. Trouble staying grounded. Yes, I just did today for you can check my website if you want. It's johannaburkhardt.com. I just recorded today the most amazing root chakra rebirthing. And it was very, very deeply grounding. I think I probably needed it. That's why I recorded it, but it's so amazing. You should check it out. I want to get out of my mental body, head, and more into my body and present moment. Yes. Yes. I think I mentioned this to you yesterday, but it was seeing the thoughts go by as clouds in the sky. And this is something new for me. So you're going to hear me say it for a little while, because it's new. Anytime a new practice of me that I'm embodying comes in, I have been in meditation because I've been struggling to ground lately. I have not been able to sit still, and I've been really having trouble quieting my mind. And normally it's pretty easy for me. I worked really hard to get to that level, but because I'm so ungrounded, I have been struggling to get out of to sit still and to quiet my mind. And so what I have transitioned to temporarily until I can completely anchor back in my light. Whew, there's a lot of energy coming in right now. Um, is when I'm sitting in meditation, right? When I'm sitting in my light and just I don't have music going. It's just quiet. It's black. It's dark in my closet. I decided to put every thought on a cloud and just watched it go by. And that was my new practice. And I did it this way so that it could be flowing. It's not something that's coming in and trying to get my attention and trying to do that. So I've been putting the thoughts onto like the words or the sounds or images, whatever, however you want to do it, into a cloud and just seeing them go by and not getting attached to it and just watching it. And then I've been also feeling my body as I sit. So feeling my toes, feeling my hair, feeling where my body connects to the ground. Because this is something that I'm currently working on. Going through this huge energetic shift and having these crazy energies. This is the first time that I've really struggled being grounded. So if you guys want to try any of that, be my guest. Let's see. Relationship transitioning. Yeah. I have somebody who is transitioning in a relationship. And if it's a like significant other, it can be hard. But what we can, and there's no easy way, like heartbreak, all of those things. It just sucks. It's just a human experience. If we can love ourselves, as much as we love another person, could you imagine how this world would be, how we would all be if we could just love ourselves the way that we love somebody else? I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. That's something that we all should be doing. Which we all should be doing. I have my blue kyanite today. This is really good for aligning all the chakras and opening up our Ka channel. So I have this that I'm going to be putting on my body when I do the transmission. Whew, we got lots of energy coming in. Lots of energy coming in. So make sure you guys have some water. And after a transmission, really with anybody, but with me especially, you want to make sure that you drink lots of water because we are going to be moving stuff around in your body. Not the energy has a physical manifestation. And so this energy is going to move through your body, through your blood, through your vessels, through your organs, and it's going to break the physical manifestation down of whatever you've created in your body from holding on to these energies. If you've noticed me scratching a lot, this energy has brought a lot to the surface for me. I am shedding a layer, literally. I feel like I'm shedding like a snake. And so I'm super itchy. And that's a common symptom when you're purging and you're super sensitive being. And so you can experience things like that. And you want to drink lots of water and allow for that release to happen naturally and comfortably. I was also scratching when he said that. That's the one thing I'll tell you. I can deal with the headaches sometimes. I can deal with a lot of things, but this scratchiness, it makes me want to put on oven mitts because it gets really, really bad. So I do dry brush on occasion, and that does kind of help, but man, I could be done with the itchiness for sure. Okay, so you guys got water. If you have your pen and paper, and if you haven't already, go ahead and write down all those things that you are wanting to release. If you haven't already, have that ready. And the writing it down is, like I said, is going to kind of cement it in. It's going to really set that intention. Okay. And then you want to get in a comfortable space. I'm just going to get myself comfortable. Whew. And you want to be in a space where you aren't going to be interrupted. So if you can be somewhere that's quiet, where nobody's going to walk in on you. If you're in a meditative state and somebody interrupts you, it can be very, very shocking to the system. So we don't want to have that happening. And then if you guys could just put a little mark in the comments, say ready. And what we'll do is we'll get started. Make sure you guys can hear me okay. And at any time during these transmissions, if you feel the urge to cough or belch, have any type of release at all, just know that that is a good sign. It's energy releasing, right? It's energy moving through your body and coming out. Just like if you go to a chiropractor or an acupuncturist and they do these adjustments, right? There's going to be a pop or a crack or, that energetic block is going to be released. So the same thing happens. So you may feel some grumbling in your tummy or, whatever's happening. It's okay. Just allow it to happen and know that there's nothing wrong with it. We're ready. Awesome. And you can lay down. You don't have to sit up for these. Okay. You guys ready? Are you ready? Perfect. So get your water. We're going to do a quick water blessing. So we are going to have you just hold on to your water. It doesn't matter if it's a glass or a bottle. Just put both palms on it if you're able to. And just kind of take a couple of deep breaths. Tuning into the center of your heart. And just as if there's like a light on it, just with every breath you take, just see that light glowing and growing, getting brighter and bigger. And as it does, I want you to see that energy moving from your heart space, down your arms, into the palms of your hands. And out the palms of your hands, feeling that energy moving into your water bottle as your palm chakras activate. And what we ask is for the loving energy of your own divine being from your well of all-knowing be infused into this water that you shall drink, allowing for the accelerated healing and processing of your internal body. And then going ahead and taking a couple of sips. And then make sure you finish that water when the transmission is over. Okay. And you guys can do that too, all on your own, anytime you want. Because when we infuse loving words into our water, we actually can change the molecular structure. And then we drink it and it can be super healing for ourselves. So I think I forget the name of the movie, but there's a movie that talks about Dr. Emoto and how he actually put like words of affirmation on a jug of water and watched under a dark microscope how the molecule changed. And so it's a really good thing. I love to put affirmations on my pitcher of lemon water and let it charge for like 24 hours. And then I drink that gallon and it just makes me feel good. It really makes me feel good. So that's another practice you guys can do for yourselves. All right, let's get this party started. What the bleep? Yes, Jade, thank you. That's so funny. I'm doing a new video series called What the Bleep Does That Mean? That's right. That's the name of it. Okay, let's get started. So either sitting comfortably or lying down. Once again, just feeling into your breath, into your body, feeling where your body meets whatever it is that you are sitting or lying on, feeling that connection. As you breathe, feeling your chest expanding and contracting, shifting that energy, moving your breath down into your belly, so that when you breathe in and out, you're doing so from your belly. Allowing your head and your neck to relax, your vertebrae to stack, your hips to open up and expand. Our intention with this supermoon, harnessing these energies of the equinox, the astrological new year, is to release lifetimes of karmic patterns, limiting beliefs, conditioned beliefs, emotional baggage, all the things that are not serving you, releasing it from all time and space infinitum, bringing forth illumination and clarity on our next cycle, on the new path, our new journey. I bring your awareness to a beautiful pyramid, a temple made of gold. The door opens and invites you in. As you walk through, you notice that it's pitch black, except for a dot in the center, a line of beautiful light coming in from the top of the temple, inviting you to come and sit. And as you walk through and make your way, making yourself nice and cozy in that little spot, and allowing the beautiful divine light and energy to wash over you, we bring our attention to our heart center as we open with prayer. Infinite consciousness, gods and goddesses, angels, archangels, ascended masters, all of our ancestors and benevolent beings, and our galactic families, we ask that you step forward and surround each of us at this time, allowing us to feel your presence. We ask that you blend with our consciousness. We thank you for guiding us this evening, assisting us in clearing lifetimes of energies that aren't serving. Allowing that divine ray, that beautiful energy coming through, just to begin to move through your body, starting with your crown, As that energy enters through the top of your head, feeling it quieting your mind, transitioning each thought to a cloud and allowing it to float on by. Bringing that energy down into our third eye, allowing for our mind to shut down temporarily, letting it know that it is safe, that we are safe, that we are okay, and it is not needed at this time. As that energy merges into your physical eyes, softening your eyelids, making them a little heavy. In and out your ears, attuning them to your internal voices, aligning it with your soul, and allowing for each noise or distraction to just take you deeper inside yourself, inside your peace. As this energy comes down into your jaw, relaxing it, transforming any tension that's been stored into relaxation, into your teeth and gums, just allowing it to soften and relax. Down the back of your neck and into your throat chakra, clearing any words or actions we should or should not have taken or said. Just relieving that pressure to speak, to defend. Opening it up nice and wide to become a clear channel for the divine light. Feeling it spread out over your shoulders, relaxing them. Clearing the weight that you've been carrying. Allowing it to go down into your heart. Cracking open the exterior shell, the walls that you have built to protect yourself. Allowing yourself in this moment to be vulnerable, to know that it's okay to release, to cry, to feel the emotions as they arise. Allowing that energy to shift down into your belly, into your solar plexus, entering into your internal garden, your soul, your sacred space, your well of all knowing. Allowing it to relax your belly, to get completely comfortable in your skin and in your space in this moment. Allowing that energy to move down into your sacral, into all the cords you have created. Calling back all parts and pieces of ourselves from all lifetimes, from all space, all realities, and no time. Asking for all of us to stand collectively as one, as we purge all of it. Allowing that energy to enter into our root, down into our tailbone, clearing the pressure that we have placed upon ourselves, calming that flight or fight response, allowing for this energy to expand our root chakra out, helping us to feel very stable, very steady, very secure and anchored in our being at this moment. As we allow that energy to go back up our spine, relaxing our back and stacking our vertebrae, allowing us to sink deeper and deeper into this space. As we ask Mother, Father, God, and the Palladian emissaries of the light to be our gatekeepers of divine light, to allow this temple of transformation to be a sacred space of healing. As Saint Germain and Kali Ma are welcomed in, they bring forth rays of transformation and transmutation. Standing at either side of you, releasing a red and purple ray, allowing them to intertwine and create the most beautiful violet, beginning to fill the whole entire temple with this beautiful light. As you can feel this energy all around you, it may feel warm and tingly. As we ask that you bring those limitations, those energies to the surface of your being. All of the feelings and thoughts that aren't serving. All the things that happened in our past, even the things that we are unaware of. As we feel this energy beginning to whirl all around us, clearing anything in our energetic field, in our aura. Feeling that beautiful light, that electric energy, as it begins to whirl around our skin and slowly begins to enter in, allowing it to envelop anything that has already been brought to the surface, that is sitting there lying wait to be released from your being, calming the itchiness instantly. As it moves through your skin and into your tissues, calming any inflammation, any irritation, any emotional issues that are clinging on for dear life. We vocalize, we give them permission. We release you. You have served your purpose. And allowing the beautiful violet ray to envelop every particle of density that lie waiting. As we allow this beautiful violet ray to enter into our bones, deeply clearing the programming from all lifetimes and all bloodlines, all conditioning that will not serve you or currently isn't serving you. Even if it has not shown up yet or been played out, it is not necessary, and we are choosing to release it from our being at this time. Feeling it moving all through our skeletal structure, making space, literally making us lighter, leaving space for opportunity and possibility to enter. As we allow this beautiful ray to enter into our bloodstream, to begin clearing the toxicity, the emotional baggage that we have picked up, that we have carried, the imbalance in our blood. Purifying it and feeling it as it carries through our whole entire body, through our vessels, through our veins. Just feeling it cleansing our whole being, as if it's going through a filtration system, as it enters into the waters that run, literally lifting the heaviness that has deformed the molecules of our body, enveloping it, returning it to its wholeness, creating perfect alkalinity and balance. As we allow this violet ray to begin to move through our digestive system very comfortably, very gently, breaking down the manifestations we have created by carrying this weight, this baggage, allowing it to be safely and easily and comfortably processed at a later time out of our physical vessel, enveloping the energetic blocks, clearing the channels. Just allowing that energy to continue to move through your digestive tract. Beginning to enter into your spleen through the structure of the organ, moving through, enveloping all of the worries, all of the insecurities, all of the fears. All of the self-sabotage. Just allowing it to be enveloped completely into the light. Resetting this organ into complete balance. Just taking a moment and allowing that to finish. Breathing. As we allow this beautiful violet energy, this beautiful ray of transmutation to move into your pancreas, enveloping all around it and into the structure of the organ. Clearing any thoughts, disempowerments, lack of self-confidence, doubt. Just allowing it all to be enveloped into the light. Any conditionings or programmings that contributed to those thoughts or feelings. Just allowing them to be completely enveloped. For any physical manifestations, any impurities or toxicities to be gently and comfortably released at a later time, broken down and passed naturally through the body. As we allow this beautiful energy to move up and into our heart space, enveloping all around the heart, beginning to move through the structure of the heart walls. And as we breathe in and out, feeling the contraction and expansion, allowing that beautiful ray to get into every crack and crevice, every valve, helping us to tear down the layers and walls that we have built around ourselves. Allowing ourselves to see the truth, how Source sees us, how Source loves us, allowing us to feel that love intensifying, to feel how beautiful we each are. How perfect we are in this moment in time. Turning all the energies of heartbreaks, disappointments, and pains, transforming them into confidence and strength. Making them our filtration system so that we no longer need the walls and barriers. Just feeling that energy as we ask for all of that violet ray to finish moving through your system and culminate all together into your heart space. Bringing it all together to be transmuted. And as it enters into your heart, you can feel it flowing down your arms and into your palms as your palm chakras once again activate. And you can actually see the violet energy being released from your being as you return it to Source. Seeing it raise straight from your palms and up and out the point of the temple. Taking a moment to feel your body once again. Feel the lightness taking that scan. Allowing yourself to feel the difference in your being. As we invite in Melchizedek and his beautiful diamond platinum ray. This energy is so amazing. It has such a high vibration. As it begins to fill the temple, it's as if it's wiping the screen clean. As you feel this energy beginning to swirl all around you, moving into your body, through your skin, Just feeling it moving, bringing clarity to every part and piece of you. We direct the energy, this beautiful platinum diamond ray, into your heart space, bringing it in to illuminate all the things that have been weighing on your heart space, to show you the truth, the divine truth, whether it's with a relationship or with yourself. It's time for us to face that truth, to see with clarity, to have that bright light shining, and for us to enter into that love and acceptance of what is. We ask that the white platinum diamond ray to also enter into our eyes, our physical eyes, helping us to see as Source sees, seeing what we look like through their eyes, seeing ourselves in another, transforming our eyes, shifting that energy, bringing that clarity. We ask that that energy be entered into our third eye as well. Helping us to clear up the illusions that we create for ourselves. Allowing us to clearly see our desires, our dreams, to clearly see ourselves in them and know that they are possible. To awaken and activate our third eye bigger and brighter in a way that will be serving to ourselves. As we bring that beautiful energy into our throat, we're going to be doing an activation, activating these beautiful codes that are going to help you speak your truth in the most loving and divine way. Help you to speak your manifestations into existence. As the white platinum diamond ray enters into the throat and begins to envelop that center, I want you to just breathe and bring your attention there as we call forth the energy of this activation, bringing through the light codes through the activation of the moon. Some may even see sacred geometry or different colors at this time as these beautiful light codes begin to enter into your throat center, almost as if they are literally going into the chakra and blending with it. Just allowing that strong, beautiful energy to come in. This is really going to activate and accelerate your manifestation abilities. It's really going to open up the channels of prosperity by you speaking your divine truth with love and compassion, by speaking who you are and what you desire into existence. Our throat is our manifestation center, it is our psychic center. And it's why giving voice and light to something helps bring it into existence. Just a little bit more. Feeling this activation. It feels really, really good. I could feel my throat stretching as it was entering in. Perfect. You may feel the need to cough or drink something warm when this is over, and just know that that is normal to have a little bit of throat discomfort, especially after a very big activation. We're going to bring forth that beautiful platinum energy and just allow it to run through our entire being. And as it does, I want you to take a scan through your body, really bringing yourself into this present moment. Just scanning from the top of your head, maybe down the back of your head, into your neck, into your chest, into the back of your heart. Just feeling your body, feeling where anything else may be hiding, any energies may be remaining. And as you bring your awareness to those spots that you find within your body, we set the intention for this platinum ray to illuminate it, but also to dissolve it, just to envelop it completely, dissolving that energy, transforming it back into love and light, creating that space, that lightness, that radiance back into our body. And as this energy continues to run and you scan, what they would like to have you do is to envision a mirror being brought in front of you. And I want you to see yourself in this mirror. And I want you to see through the eyes of the divine. How do they see you? What do you look like in the eyes of the divine? Some may even see their avatar, the way that they would look when they are returned to their galactic state of being. Some may see a warrior, a princess, a queen, a king. Look at your eyes, your face, your skin, the glow, the radiance. Feel that love shining back at you, being illuminated. And if you cannot see this, I want you to feel and know there's no way to get this wrong. But they really wanted you to see the truth. And this beautiful platinum energy really helps to raise the frequency of this space, allows you to see the truth through the divine, through your well of all knowing. This is the way that you need to see yourselves every day. How beautiful you are, the glow that is created. When you feel that love within yourself and you allow it to expand and extend past your skin and into your aura, that is what people see and feel. That confidence transforms your energy. That love that you have for yourself, that knowing, it physically changes the way that we look. It has no choice but to. So tune in as often as you need to stand in front of that mirror and ask to see through the eyes of the divine. Ask to feel through the heart of the divine and love and accept yourselves. I just feel the most loving energy coming down and through each and every one of you and surrounding you. It's just like an infinity loop coming down, out and in and all around. Just bringing so much love and so much clarity to your body, to your mind, and to your spirit. And allowing them to blend, to work together. So beautiful. As this energy culminates, we ask that it now come all together back to our heart center, bringing with it any last parts and pieces that are not serving, that have now surfaced, that need to be transmuted. We ask that this beautiful platinum energy carry it with it into your heart center. Feeling that heart expanding as the energy begins to move down your arms, into your hands. Once again, activating your palm chakras and watching this energy literally release from your palms as you return it to source, as you return it to the love and to the light of infinite consciousness, watching it rise above you and leaving out through the point of the temple. That's so beautiful. As the mirror dissipates, we ask that inside of this temple that you lie down and get comfortable, feeling the earth underneath your being, maybe smelling the dirt, the rich soil, the coolness of it, the comfort of it because it runs deep. And as you do, just lying there getting comfortable, we allow the temple, the tippy top of the temple, to begin to open, to reveal the super moonlight to you, to see this beautiful moon, and to begin to see and feel the energy, the activations, the transformations, the illuminations coming through as it hits your skin, and you can feel it sinking in. You can feel it tingling through your whole body. As we ask for any activations that you personally are open to receiving, that you are ready, that your consciousness is ready to receive, be brought now through the energy of the moon. So just take a breath as you moon gaze and allow for these energies to come through. Some big activations for some people. Just taking a couple of breaths, beginning to feel that energy, that activation setting into the space that it needs to. We allow for the beautiful divine energy to do a full body alignment, just aligning your energetic body into complete and utter balance. Really working out any spaces where you might be just a little bit off, helping to align your flow. Balancing all 144 chakras, 144,000. That's a lot. That's just going to take a minute here. You may feel energy all throughout your body, warmth or tingling. Okay. I want you to see yourselves as you sit up. We are going to ask that Archangel MagicKAll come in and perform the purification pathway to seal this all in. So just see Archangel MagicKAll coming and around you, drawing with his sword of truth a triangle pointing north. Just drawing it right there in the soil. And then drawing over that with his sword of truth a triangle pointing south, with you sitting in the center. And then he's going to encompass those triangles with a circle, perfectly meeting at each point. As Saint Germain and Kali Ma bring their beautiful flames of transmutation and ignite them together onto the etching, allowing this beautiful flame to now surround you and coming up and over you, completely burning off anything that remains. And as the fire begins to die down, we invite these beings and all of your spiritual teams, Melchizedek, Archangel MagicKAll, Gabriel Kuan Yin, Saint Germain and Kali Ma. We have a Palladian and a Nocturian, the whole Brotherhood of the Light, all standing together, and they each begin to invoke their rays and they begin to swirl all around you, creating this beautiful vortex of light that rises all the way up to the top of the temple, harmonizing and accelerating the healing, the activations, and the integrations. By the power of three, we release and seal thee. By the power of three, we release and seal thee. By the power of three, we release and seal thee. And so it is. As the rays lower, we take this time to thank every single being that showed up for each of us this evening. We thank them for blending with us, for guiding our energy, for assisting us in everything. And as you begin to exit the temple, allowing the door to close behind you. Take a look at it and know that this space is sacred and it's there for you anytime you need it. In front of you is a beautiful pathway. This is your new journey. This is your new cycle. Take a good look at it. For anything you desire is available. Stepping the right foot forward, followed by the left, enter onto that pathway and feel that magnetic. Beginning to feel yourself back in your presence, in your present moment. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Begin to move your body. And when you're ready, you can return to me. You can let me know you're still here. You can let me know how you experience this if you wish. How is everybody doing? You may feel a little loopy or a little lightheaded. If you do, just do a couple rounds of breathing. Just do a little bit of breathing, bringing yourself back. And I would love to hear how you guys are feeling and what you experienced. If anybody is willing to share, I can tell you that some of the activations, the throat activation, I had no idea was coming. I had no idea we were going to do that. We had no idea. Whew. That was really, really good. I'm actually going to pull a couple of cards and see what we're going to be stepping into after this. You're so welcome, Jade. You're so welcome. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed it. This was very different from the ones I normally do. I was in and out myself, but it was very more instructional than they are. At least it felt that way, but I feel like it needed to be. So who saw what when they looked in the mirror? I saw my avatar. I saw my avatar, which is really cool. It's kind of weird though. Not gonna lie. It's kind of weird. Okay. So while you guys are posting what you experienced, what you saw in the mirror, how you're feeling, share, share, share. I love it when people share with me. Goddess of Light. Ooh, I like that. I love that. That feels really good for you, honey. That feels really good for you. I'm going to see let's ask what we are stepping into collectively for all that's going to be watching this and hearing this. What are we going to be stepping into collectively? Ooh. Well, that should be obvious. The goddess of the moon. This is more of confirmation. This is a new path. We're stepping into a new pathway, a new phase, a new cycle. So that's just a little confirmation. We're going to ask for them to go a little deeper. I'll put my glasses on so I'm not trying to come into the screen to see. I was out for the mirror part. Interesting. It's okay. Sometimes people, when they experience the energy, and I can tell you that I knew it was going to be super high frequency because before I got on, I could hear the frequency in my ears go super, super high. I was actually a little concerned because sometimes when it gets that way, people will hear it as I speak. They'll hear the frequency pitch. I was in and out of waves the whole time. That's good though. The energy is still working. It's still happening. They just kind of got you out of the way, or maybe you just needed a rest. It doesn't really matter either way. You still experienced all of it. I would ask for Gabriel to come to you in your dreams and show you, because Gabriel will bring clarity. Okay, so let's take it a little deeper and say, what does this new path look like for each of us collectively that's going to be watching this? Let's see. Oh, I love this. Okay, so this is community. I feel like, so what I'm actually getting clairaudiently is that there's going to be a lot of people who are stepping into their light. You see these beautiful women, they're really empowered. They're owning it, right? And this isn't, the women are in the card, but if you're a man watching, it's not going to be any different. There's a lot of people who are going to be activated during this time, meaning they are going to feel that need to share their light, right? Which is probably why we did the throat chakra activation. Because in order to share your messages, your beliefs, the things that help wake us up collectively, the things that help shift our consciousness, our communities, our governments, everything, we have to be willing to speak, and speak from a place of compassion, not judgment, a place of confidence, not lack, not insecurity. And so the 7 of the card represents that guidance, that internal guidance, and then you have this community. So for a lot of you, even if you're not doing this for a business sense, right? You're not going to walk and step into that light worker role. You are going to be stepping into your power. And so however that works out for you, however you're meant to share your message, your light, your mission, your energy, even if that's just volunteering, right? Or being that person, loving yourself, right? When you heal yourself, you heal the world. It starts with us. It starts with us embodying these processes and then sharing them with the world. Coming out of the spiritual closet. Oh, I know all about that one. Just helped lead my second group ceremony. Yes, yay, that's amazing. Symbols during down. Brandon saw symbols during. Oh, cool. You know what's funny is I saw glyphs too. I don't usually, every now and then I'll see glyphs when activations come through, but there was, I saw glyphs, so I'm not surprised that he saw symbols, Coming out of the spiritual closet was a big one for me. It took me about 1.5 years to come out of the spiritual closet, but that's okay. We all do it in our own time. And it doesn't have to be, we don't have to put it in people's faces, right? We can just do our thing. Oh my God, you guys, I feel so good. How do you feel? How's everybody feeling? Did you guys feel the shift in your body? Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? And if you have crystals, you can put them out and charge them in the energy of the moon. If you live in a place like I do where it's humid or it's raining, you can put them in Ziploc baggies and put them out to where they won't, or put them in a windowsill. You can make moon water. So for moon water, I actually have the crystal water bottles, but you can put like tumbled crystals either inside the water, or you can put them on top of the water and allow the moon to charge the water and then drink it the next day or over the next cycle. I tell you, I swear to you, the water tastes different. I can't explain it, but it does. It just tastes different and it's so good. So good. I zonked out right as soon as I walked into the pyramid. I felt big energy in my body and as I was coming back. That's cool. Well, I wonder how that's going to shift things for you. I wonder what it cleared out. Like I feel I feel like it's going to take you maybe a day or two, but I feel like you're going to feel a little bit differently. Oh, awesome. I love blue kyanite. And this one is, I don't even know where it is at the moment. This thing is so potent. Like you just hold it and you're like, you can feel the vibration. And that's my favorite thing to do is when I pick up a stone, if I can feel that vibration from it, then I know that this thing is potent and that it's got some work to do. I love it so much. And it's really good for your throat. Again, so many things. Like this explains why I use this one. We did a huge throat chakra activation for you guys. So for any of you that zonked out that didn't hear, there was some activations that came through that I wasn't even aware that was going to happen. So we had a throat chakra one for activating you to speak your manifestations into existence, to speak your truth in a compassionate way. It brought down an activation of abundance and prosperity into it. It was very, very beautiful. And then towards the end, they just opened up. I can't even remember now all the way, but they opened up the energy for whatever activation you personally, at a soul level, at a conscious level, were ready to receive. And there was a few of them that felt really, really big. So I don't even know what they all were. It'll be different for everybody. But I can tell you that I could feel my whole body, like I could feel the energy lifting out because there was so much coming through. And it means they had to completely move me out of the way. It's always interesting when that happens. Always interesting. So I would love for you guys to stay in touch with me and let me know what happens over the next few days. And really allow for, if you have any kind of issues with your throat. So if you have a scratchy throat or you cough or have any kind of release, if you have any questions, you can always message me and say, hey, this is what I'm experiencing. I get it all the time. I get people who have funky after effects from the energy work. But I promise it's nothing bad. Still feeling buzzing energy. I know I shifted. I can't wait to see what's activating. Seeing more. Any advice for coaxing a stubborn third eye? So, okay, a couple of things actually. One of the biggest ones is stop trying. And I know that's going to suck to say, but when you're trying, you're forcing and you want to allow it to open. And we have to remember that sometimes when we think our third eye isn't open, it actually is. It actually is. And we're just not seeing that movie screen or actual images when we close our eyes. I actually see more with my eyes open, seeing ethereally, or when I see clairvoyantly, I see with my eyes open too. I shut my eyes to hear. When I close my eyes during transmissions, it's because I'm getting the information either clairaudiently or I'm getting out of the way and I'm allowing them to speak through me. And so that's the only reason why I close my eyes, is so that I can hear. But when I am seeing images, my eyes are open 9 times out of 10. It can be your imagination. We call it our imagination, but it's still going to show you what it is that you need to see. And sometimes I just know what they're showing me without actually even seeing it. But in the very beginning, I was like a lot of people, I was in a hurry to have things open. So if you want to experience and expand it, you can sun gaze. So you can lay in the grass and stare up at the sky. Please don't stare at the sun. That's really damaging to your physical eyes. But when you can just gaze off, relaxing your eyes, relaxing your body, and just looking into the sky, you'll begin to see the energy of the rays, right? You might even, like how I see little light codes, especially when we're having these huge cosmic influxes. I'll see different geometric shapes falling from the sky. Sometimes they're just squiggle marks. Sometimes, they're all different. But if anything, you'll see the sparkles or the particles. And just do that. You can stare at a candle flame. The best is to do one flame, not like a 3, like I have a 3, 1 right here. Stare at it until it begins to blur. And then close your eyes and relax your eyes. And what will happen is you'll begin to see the flame in your third eye. You can do that. You can also put a plant or something that you enjoy looking at, preferably in front of a white wall. And again, just relax and allow the outside of the plant line, or even do it with the tree line, to begin to almost blur. And then you'll begin to see the aura of the tree, right? Or the object, because it doesn't even have to be a tree. It could be any object. Everything is energy. So everything has an auric field. And you can just look at that. And the practice of seeing energy actually will help you open up your eye. Now, I will tell you, if you're going to actively practice these things, make sure you don't do them every day, because you will induce third eye headaches. And third eye headaches are gnarly sometimes. So make sure you can try any of those things. But again, the very best thing you can do is to sit in a dark space. I sit in my closet. This is actually where I am right now. I have a towel that lies underneath my closet door so no light gets in. And I sit in the pitch black. And I close my eyes. Sometimes I open them. But if I do, it's pitch black in here. And I don't do any type of guided meditation. So this is what I do about 70% of the time. I don't do a guided meditation. Sometimes I'll play music. Sometimes I won't. But I just sit. And I do that because I want to just open myself up. And it's in that process that the most miraculous things happen. And that's how I actually advanced and expanded all of my gifts the way that I did. Not only that, but through the process of healing all my crap, right? All going through and releasing emotion and limiting beliefs and rebuilding my foundation and really just doing that work, those layers of fear and all that stuff, it really clogs the system. So it's really a commitment on your part. But that to me is it's what worked for me. So that's what I'm going to suggest. But you can try any of those things if you'd like. Literally, any of them will help. And they're saying selenite and amethyst will also help. You can actually put the amethyst crystal side down if it's raw on your third eye, or selenite, just to kind of, with the intention of clearing the energetic blocks and fears that we kind of blind ourselves with. So I hope that helps. I'm actually going to be doing a video on this soon. I did one on clairsentience, and then I stopped there. I didn't do any more. Let's see, what time is it? We're about an hour away from the peak. Obviously, we're not going to stay on for that long, of the moon. So just know that over the next couple of days, you could experience a whole range of things. For me personally, I will usually within 24 hours of the moon peaking, I have immense clarity that comes in, especially if I'm seeking that clarity. But over this time, this next cycle going into the new moon, this window, this moon phase, the next 2 weeks is really going to be a time for you to get serious about what it is that you want to do, what it is you want to create. So reorganizing yourself, refocusing. What do I want to do with my life? What are the things that I want to try? What are some desires that I have? What are some things I want to entertain? Like what lights up your soul? And putting those things on paper, because this new moon is really going to be a strong catalyst for a lot of you. And it's going to be like you're going to hit the ground running. So you really want to take this next 2 weeks to kind of get yourself organized and get an idea of where you want to go with your life. Those are good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, yay. See, that's just confirmation for you. That's probably why they had me say that. So you can have some confirmation. That's cool. All right. Any other questions? It's been so much fun. Been so much fun. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight for this super moon, for this equinox, for this beautiful clearing energy. And please, please stay in touch. If you love these transmissions, there's even more on johannaburkhardt.com. There's some that are on here on my YouTube channel for free. And there's some that you can download for purchase. And I also have a service called Magick Monthly. So you can get 2 transmissions every month for like $11. So it's pretty cool. But either way, I hope you guys have the most amazing evening and that everything shifts accordingly to your desires and to your divine will. And I thank you for taking some time with me this evening. Namaste.